Hi guys, I'm Abby.
And I'm Amy.
And this is the AA meeting. Yes.
Episode number 2.
Number uno.
That's one.
That's
Number 2.
numero dos. Is that
Yep,
right?
I think so.
Did not do Spanish in school.
Anyway, we just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who showed a lot of support to episode number 1.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. There was
Yeah.
a lot of support, which was like
I
surprising.
expected maybe just our parents to tune in. So
yeah.
thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much. And also actually, opposite of support, we got our first thumbs down.
We did get it, and we're excited about it.
Yeah, normally
honestly.
normal people wouldn't be excited about that, but
No.
that just means that like we're doing something good.
Yeah, the pros get thumbs down. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
If you gave us a thumbs down, please comment down below and let us know how we offended you. But thank you.
It's probably my mom. No. Kidding, mum.
It
Love
was my
you.
brother or something. Congrats.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, we also had a couple of comments last week regarding Abby's nails.
Yes.
So I'm really happy and excited to announce that she has decided to take them off this week. If
Yes.
you don't know what we're talking about, go back and have a look.
No,
It's
please
tragic.
don't. Please don't.
Tragic.
And you know who that Kate was from? It was from my mum and my beautiful sister. So they were saying nails on or off. Also, my mum kind of bagged me out about my fringe, so I did cut it this week, Mum.
We're taking the criticism.
Yeah.
We're
We're rolling with the punches.
we really are.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Should we just get into it?
I think we should roll
The intro.
the intro.
Welcome to my up home. I'm Lil Shorty. These my hoes. This is how we run this shit. Pistol lyrics.
All right. How was your week, Ames?
Yeah, it was good. We went up to the Central Coast for the weekend for our friend's birthday. We got an Airbnb up there. It was beautiful.
It was so lovely, right near the water, the
Yeah.
beach.
The weather was just like perfect.
Yeah, if you're in like the Sydney region, you'll understand. It was literally like 39 degrees. It was
that was
ridiculous, but it was
crazy.
literally perfect for the beach.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
nice. So we did that. We got back yesterday. We went out for a couple of drinks on Sunday night.
Yeah, a bit of
up
a
there.
Sunday sesh.
Well, this
Little
shaky,
bit,
shaky.
yeah. And made some friends with some old ladies.
Oh my goodness! I actually forgot about this. So we made a TikTok being like, "Who's gonna get the most drunk tonight?" Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Jokes on us. It was none of us. It was the 40-year-old woman on the table.
It was
over.
Karen.
It was Karen. She had a good night, and we are happy for her.
She downed some bevies,
Yeah.
like.
So we walked into the bathroom, and it was like they have like it's kind of half outside the bathroom. Like you walk in, there's like plants and like bushes and stuff
Yeah,
along
it's
there.
quite nice, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, we walked in, and my mate Kaz literally had like passed out in the bush. Like she'd like fallen.
She was on
backwards.
her way back
Yeah.
as we were walking
And
in,
she was
and
in
it was
shock.
it was so funny.
She was stuck there. Like it was. Oh
She
god,
was
it was
stuck
funniest
in
thing
the
I've ever seen.
bushes. It was hilarious.
My girl. I was like,
Yeah.
that's a way to do it. I hope when I'm her age, I'm that rowdy.
Yeah, exactly.
My goodness, good on her.
Good on her. But yeah, we had some fun at the beach. We actually brought a blow up pool and took that down to the beach and decided that we would, ride the waves in the blow up pool.
Ride the wave. That's it.
And it was actually really fun. Like, would recommend doing that.
If you want, I guess. Anyway, and then we went. So we went to this. What's it called? The Patonga Boat Shed. Is that right?
Beach hotel. Patonga Beach Hotel. Because you can stay there. It's a hotel.
Boat in it.
I think it's beach.
Anyway, whatever it was, we went somewhere, and then we went back to the Airbnb for. Kick-ons is the wrong term, but
I think a show.
A
show is a bit better than
Yeah.
Kick-ons.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, well, the show basically was reenacting a music video and singing and dancing for the rest of the group.
So anyone who thinks that we don't know how to have fun is wrong.
Is wrong.
Which, you know what? It's not like the weirdest kick-ons we've had.
No, speaking of weird kick-ons.
Oh,
segue. Let me just put my helmet on and get onto this segue
Oh,
because
stop.
here I go.
Yeah, I'm cutting that off. Okay. So we actually wanted to tell a story this week about the weirdest kick-ons we've ever been at.
Yeah, story time.
Bit of a story time. So this happened when?
Like it'll be coming up for 2 years ago.
Yeah, and it was on the Gold Coast. So Abby and I are both from the Gold Coast originally, and we moved to Sydney at different times, but we've
Yeah.
both been in Sydney for a couple of years. And we were on the Gold Coast with our families for Christmas and New Year's.
Christmas and New Year's.
So this was just
this was in between Christmas and New Year's. You know, those like that odd period of time where you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know what day it is, and you're like eating over leftover
this wasn't
Christmas
the
stuff.
Boxing Day one.
No.
Okay.
This was in between Christmas and New Year's. It was like the 28th or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So we went to the Cass on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
You know.
Even though I feel like it's kind of died down. Like there's a couple. I've been back a few times since, and I swear, like I'm the youngest by 20 years. Like maybe it's not cool anymore.
Yeah, maybe not. When we used to go, it was like student night, and
Yeah.
everyone would be there. You'd see people from primary school, high
Yeah.
school, everything.
But no, now we go back and it's like us
Now,
and
and my mum's there.
Yeah.
Love you, mum.
hi Kathy. Yeah. Well, so we went to the Cass.
Yes.
First. No, we met them in Surfers.
Didn't we go Cass then to
Probably.
Betty?
I think so. Yeah. Okay. So then we went to Cavalav in Surfers.
Mhm.
Ended up in the bedroom,
Yeah, best club on
which
the
is
Gold Coast.
a club. No.
Have you seen the new renos of it?
No.
There's no beds anymore.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What's it called then? Just the.
It's called bedroom.
But it's not a bedroom.
No, because they couldn't because of COVID. So now there's tables and stuff.
Is there anything like bed related? Like
No,
that's so random.
it's so silly. Anyway, this club was the best because they literally had beds in the club.
Yeah.
So like
full of germs.
mid-dance,
I'm sure.
you could just jump into the bed and have a
Oh,
sleep.
I never touched them. I'm
Oh,
sure.
I've definitely
all
had
kinds
a
of
nap in one of those
diseases.
beds before.
Yuck. That's disgusting. Anyway, we ended up there. And I don't even really remember how, like, there were these three boys there, right? There were three of us. It was us
Three
and another
girls.
girl.
Yeah, three boys.
And yeah, these three boys approached us, whatever. We were having a chat. Everything's well and good. They asked, the whole thing was they were like, yeah, we have like a full thing of Fireball like back at my place. Like, let's
Like
go.
Kick-ons
home
at
for
ours, Kick-ons at ours.
Kick-ons, which like you hear Kick-ons and you go, yeah, okay, we're gonna go back and like
Play
drink
beer
more.
pong,
Yeah.
play beer pong, play games.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they were basically from the moment we met them, they were like, oh, Kick-ons at ours.
Yeah.
It was 11 p.m.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to them, oh, like, let's just see how the night goes. Like,
Yeah.
generally, you don't say Kick-ons until 3 a.m. when everyone's like
yeah.
ready to kick on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But we ended up going. And like I don't know if like they don't know what Kick-ons are supposed to be, or like if we're just idiots for like trusting them.
But basically what happened, so we got like Ubers back to their place, which was in this like housing estate
Yeah.
thing where it's like a gated community.
Yeah. And I remember them saying like, because I was like, oh, nah, maybe not. Like I got to get home. Like we're staying at my parents' house tonight. Like blah, blah, blah. And they were like, well, where is it? Where is it? And I was like, oh, like told them. And they were like, yeah, we're so close. We're just around the corner. We're just around the corner. Anyway,
And so we're like, may as well, whatever.
we were like,
Free
that's-
alcohol.
yeah, and,
What's the
like,
worst that could
the
happen?
Uber's halfway home, you know. Like,
Basically,
that's
yeah.
fine.
So we get inside the gate. We get to their place.
Mhm.
I really needed to go to the bathroom. So me and the other girl we were with went to the bathroom, and Amy like didn't. She waited outside. And then
Which is
when
a bad idea. What was I thinking?
yeah, we should have just all
I didn't
gone
even
together.
know these boys. I'm pretty sure I like turned around and you were just gone though, and I was like, where'd they go?
Oh, sorry. When you
alright.
need to go, you need to go.
Yeah, fair enough.
So basically when we came out of the bathroom, the boys were like in the living room. Well, two of them
Yeah.
were in the living room. So like we walked over and we like sat down. And then
Well, firstly, because it was only the two that.
we're in the living room.
Yeah. So the boy whose house it was, and who the whole time was like, yeah, Kick-ons at mine, Kick-ons at mine.
And by the way, his parents were like overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was so smashed that I'm pretty sure he like sculled some Fireball. I only made it halfway up the stairs. The stairs were like next to the couch. And I remember turning around and he was passed out, like laying upwards up the stairs with like a bottle of Fireball next to him. I was like, okay,
And just wearing his
that kinda
underwear.
night. Yeah. I don't know when he like
I
got
don't know when he
naked.
took his clothes off, but he was like holding the Fireball asleep on the stairs.
Yeah.
And we'd been in the bathroom for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Anyway, so Abby and the other girl came out and we sat down on the couch.
Yeah.
Next thing we know, lights get turned off.
Yep.
The other two boys, shirts come off, and they just there were like two mattresses set up on the floor. Like obviously they were sleeping there that night. Shirts come off, lights go off. They just sit on the mattresses, and we're sitting on the couch going.
They didn't even say anything. To us.
No.
They did, like it's not like they were even sitting next to us. They just like sat across from us. They were just like staring at us with the lights fully
it
off.
was.
And this was really late at night. Like, you know how it's the darkest before the dawn? It was so dark. I could barely even see right in front of me.
Oh my gosh. I remember I was like texting, we were like on our phone. No one was saying anything.
No one said anything.
The room was dead silent. Old mate's passed out on the stairs behind us. It's a light snoring sound. That's all we've got. And I'm texting Abby going, what the heck? Like, how do we get out of here? We need to go. This isn't okay. Like, something, like, I have a bad feeling about this. Anyway, in the end, Abby was like, no one said anything for probably 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Like,
and they weren't even on their phones. Those
No,
two boys, they were just looking at us. I was like, am I supposed to start a conversation? Or like, what do you want me to do? Remember I said something about the lights? I was like, oh, it's a bit dark in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, in the end, Abby was like, yeah, I've got it. Don't worry. She stands up and goes, right, well, we best be getting off.
I literally uncrossed my legs, stand up. And I'm like, all right, I think we should head home.
And then, like, the other girls were like, yep, yeah. All right.
The boys just sat there and watched us walk out. Anyway, we walk out and the sun begins to rise.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, when the sky kind of turns like a lighter color, you're like, oh my God, it's about to happen. So, like we said before, we're in this gated community.
We don't know how to get out.
How the hell do we get out?
It's like the gate was huge, like, and there was no.
But first of all, we couldn't even find where to get
the
gate.
Yeah.
So we were running through in little high heels, like running along all these roads. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we finally found the gate, and it is like
huge, like
3 meters tall, I reckon.
3 meters.
Yeah.
Taller than that, I reckon.
Really?
I actually, maybe my brain has just like distorted it, but I remember this huge gate. Like,
it was massive. Anyway, we had to like climb the gate to get out. We didn't have any keys.
No.
Oh my
And it was, so there was like a little like door part of the gate on the side, but it was locked from the inside too, which is strange.
Yeah.
And then obviously you need like a code to get in and out. And we were just like standing at this gate going, what the heck? So yeah, climbed the gate. We get out safely, we call an Uber. The Uber pulls up and goes, oh, what have you girls been up to? We were like,
you don't even want to know.
If only you knew, hey. Like, you have no idea. Anyway, so then by this time it was probably just before 6 a.m.
It was probably around like 5:30. Yeah.
And we called the Uber back to my parents' house. My parents don't know this, so they're going to watch this and be like, what? But we were like driving home, and I vividly remember I was sitting in the front seat of the Uber, and we were all like, what the heck just happened? Like, we were so tired.
We didn't even get free drinks. They didn't even offer us a drink.
No.
Oh, God.
Anyway, my dad was going to work, and he was like driving on the other side of the road, and we like passed him, and I remember turning and going, that's my dad. And it was 6 a.m. He was going to work, and we were only getting home.
Oh my God.
We walked through the front door of my parents' house. My mum was like sitting, because she gets up early, like, and like does stuff with her day.
Yeah.
She was like sitting in the kitchen going, where have you girls been?
We literally were holding our heels, stumbling and like, hi, Kaz. And then just walked into the bedroom and then had a nap and then left.
So bad.
Oh, it was so
I
bad.
hope those boys see this.
I hope
like,
so too.
We remember you, and we still feel weird about it.
And very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just so strange. Lights off, shirts off. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Do you know my name?
Probably not.
Like, if they offered us a drink, it would have been different, but just like,
no, it wouldn't.
No, I mean, like, we would have talked.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not just sat there.
Oh, so strange.
So strange. Anyway, speaking of weird kick-ons, we've got another little story about another kick-ons.
We just have bad luck with kick-ons, I think.
We do.
Like, I hear the word kick-ons now and I shut up because I'm like, no, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Yeah, so we were up in Newcastle, which is a few hours north of Sydney, for our friend's boyfriend's birthday.
Yeah. And
so we went out to this club. This is when COVID wasn't a thing. It was at the start of this year. Mm-hmm. So we're at the club. We were dancing. Amy and I needed to go to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Wow. Bathrooms is where it all starts. Maybe we should just hold it.
Yeah, true.
So we went to the bathroom and then didn't realize how long we were in there. Probably doing some TikToks. I remember filming each other, like yelling at each other. And then like a male secchi walks into the bathroom and is like, girls. And I was like, excuse me, this is the ladies' room.
Excuse me,
what are you doing in here? Also, I had to stop recording my fucking TikTok.
Rude.
Anyway, so then we were like, okay, well, we better get out. So we walked out. There's not a soul in the venue.
The place is empty. The lights are
completely like vacant.
Yeah. We thought we'd been in there for like 2 minutes. It must have been a while because everyone was out. Like they'd managed to empty the entire premise.
And then I looked at my phone and we had texts and calls from our friends as well. They probably didn't know where we were.
We were in the
we
bathroom.
Just ran off somewhere.
Love that for us.
Anyway, so we then like found a car yard and we were like playing.
We got out first.
Oh yeah, we got
found our
out.
friends.
Found a car yard, playing in the car yard, whatever. Anyway, then we see one of those Lime bikes that you pay like $1 or something on the app, and you can like ride that bike somewhere. And then in my head, I just got this idea that I just started fixating on, that I've never ridden a tandem bike. Is it tandem?
Tandem, yeah.
I've never ridden a tandem bike, and I really want to ride one right now.
Which is like the ones where there's 2 seats, like 2 people can sit on the bike.
Yeah, 2 people can sit on it at once. How fun would that be?
Yeah. And Abby was like, Amy,
Adamant.
Tandem bike. Tandem bike. I
And
was
everyone's like,
okay, where are we going to get? Because I'd never seen one in real life. Like,
No,
I was
neither.
like,
Only
so
seen them in, like in the
random.
movies.
So strange. Why is she telling me about tandem bikes? Anyway, our friend's boyfriend, the one whose birthday it was like, girls, tandem bike, follow me. And we thought he was like kidding, like whatever. We were like going somewhere for kick-ons or something. We were like, whatever. Yeah, we'll follow him. Like, he's probably just trying to like get us to come with him, you know?
Yeah.
So we're following him along. He's like, yeah, tandem bike, follow me, tandem
We just
bike,
kept
tandem bike.
following him. Like, I don't remember where the rest of our friends were, but we just kept following him all the way down the street.
So they must have been like behind us.
Yeah, but I was just like, yes.
You were like,
he's going to give me
tunnel
a
vision,
tandem
tandem
bike.
bike.
Literally. Anyway, then he just walks into this house, gets a key out, unlocks the door. And I was like, is this your house?
no, because we'd been at his house. We
Yeah.
knew it wasn't his house.
We had
were like,
Breeze at his house.
Whose house
And
is
so we
this?
were like, whose house do you have a key to that we're walking into right now? Anyway, lo and behold.
It's his friend's house who like were with us. Like,
Yeah.
so I think he used to live with them.
Yeah, I think so too. We found that out later.
And just had a key still for whatever. And it was within walking distance of this like bar we were at. Anyway, so we walk in, we go through to the backyard. And I vividly remember, like, the details are fuzzy, but there's one image that I'll probably never forget. I was standing in the middle of the yard holding my friend Kirby's hand. I looked to my right and I saw Abby and our friend Yasmin on a tandem bike.
Yeah, so they had
a tandem bike.
they owned one.
They owned just in their backyard.
Yeah,
just a tandem bike in their backyard. I saw the 2 girls on a tandem bike. I was like, that's strange. Turned to my left. I saw Josh, whose birthday it was, holding a chicken, like a real live chicken, like in his arm, like a with feathers and stuff. Just holding it. Turns out they have 2 named Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, Salt and Pepper.
And then I looked in front of me and some of the other boys had like opened the garage and pulled out those like, what are they called?
Like mini motorbikes.
Yeah, they're like the little like
that they have at the
and you
circus
rev 'em
kind of
up.
thing.
Yeah. Like some of them, and we're just like riding them up and down the driveway. And I was like, where am I? What's going on? I was like just holding my friend's hand, like, and I'd had a lot to drink. I was like, this is not, where am I dreaming? Like, it's so weird.
That was a weird night.
And then there is more to that story.
There is more to that story.
Do you want to take that away?
Well, I mean, there's not really much to say apart from our friend broke the toilet.
She did. She breaks everything.
We do love her, but
We
she does
love her.
break everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, she broke the toilet. Don't know how. I actually wasn't
No.
there for that situation.
I wasn't there either.
We have a really funny photo of her standing with the broken toilet, and
It was like the whole, like the cistern part at the top was just like broken. The top had come up. She was holding the top of it and smiling.
and smiling. Yeah, it was so funny.
Anyway, so as soon as that happened, we were like, oh, maybe we should
Maybe
head
we
off.
should
We've
go. Yeah, we don't know whose house we're in, and we broke their toilet.
We've just been riding their tandem bike and patting their chickens and breaking their toilet. So I think it's time to go.
But yeah, so that's really. Have we had any other kick-ons apart from that? We literally don't. Well, because we all live together.
Yeah.
Like when we all come home from places, it's like everyone's here. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's not like kick-ons, like we go somewhere for kick-ons.
Yeah.
I think those are the only 2 kick-ons we've ever had, and they've both been real weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
What
I
can you
think
do?
that's it. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
All
Moving
right.
on. So, we have a new segment.
We do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be a weekly segment.
No, just every now and then.
Just
a
an
little treat.
like a update kind of segment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called the Susan Saga.
Yes.
Yes.
So Susan is our ghost.
Our friendly ghost, yes.
She lives in this house with us.
Yeah, we
and
named
she's
her
a ghost.
Susan.
Yeah.
But she hasn't, like, she's rolled with that name.
Yeah.
So I think she
Yeah,
likes it.
I think she likes it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so ever since, like, I moved into this house 3 years ago. And
Yeah.
then how long have you been here for?
I'll be almost 2.
Yeah, right. And this has been like an ongoing issue since the beginning, like just weird things. And I wasn't sure that I even believed in ghosts before I moved here, but like
Neither did I.
some things have happened and there's no scientific.
Yeah. And just for some background, this house was vacant for 3 years before you guys moved in. Like, it was empty.
Yeah.
So
I think, she was just angry that she had to like share her space too. But
yeah.
anyway, so we want to share a couple of Susan stories with you, just because people are probably watching this going, these idiots, it's probably just like the wind outside. Or
Yeah.
No. This is the big one. This is what really, like, when I tell people this story, this is the one that they're like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So for a long time, Susan would like call our names, which sounds crazy.
Amy.
But I swear, like, you would. So who did you hear calling your name?
I heard you calling my name.
Right.
So this would happen when you're home alone and it's really late at night / early in the morning.
Yeah.
So this happened to me when all you guys went home for like holidays when we were studying and I stayed here to work. It was about 3 a.m. and I was like by myself in my room, I don't know, just on Netflix or something. And I hear Amy like yelling my name. And it's not like the Amy. It's like I can hear her in the distance. Yeah, it's like she's trying to get my attention, like Abby. And so I'd be like, oh, Amy's here. And then I'd get up and like have a walk around and be like, wait, no, Amy's not here. Like, that's so weird. And I go sit back down on my bed and get back to whatever I was doing. Anyway, and then you hear the fly screen doors like slamming with the wind. And then I was like, oh, that's so odd because I locked the fly screen doors. And I got up then and had a look like around the house.
That's terrifying.
Well, like what was I like?
I would hide under the covers and wait for morning time. What do you mean?
No, so I went around the house, had a look, and the doors were still locked. So like they weren't actually flying. I could just hear them like flying open and close. And I could hear you calling my name. Anyway, I just kind of like left it. But when you guys came back, we all started talking about it. I was telling everyone that happened to me. And Amy pipes up. Yeah.
So I remember I was like in the bath one day and I was home alone. I feel like this was like kind of late afternoon though. Like it wasn't that late at night, but I was here by myself. And this is when our friend Sky lived with us. And I'd heard a couple of times like it just kind of sounded like Sky being like, Amy. But I like, I was like, maybe I'm just crazy or whatever. But I remember I was in the bath and I heard like someone unlock the door opened, footsteps down the hallway, and someone calling my name. And I literally replied. I like yelled out. I was like, yeah, like Sky, I'll be out in a second. Like, give me 1 minute. Got out of the bath, walked out. There's like all the doors are locked. There's no one else in the house. I was like calling out. No one's there.
I just got chills.
Terrifying. Yeah. And then it turns out Sky was hearing
me call her name.
Yeah,
and Yaz has heard it a bunch of times as well. So, I mean, yeah, that one's a bit creepy.
Yeah. But come on, what? Like that's not the wind,
No.
Like, it was like I wish that I had a recording to like share because it was literally someone calling my name.
Yeah.
Like,
but we've never actually like seen the ghost. It's just been like experiences where we hear or like feel that she's there. And we believe that she is like a young girl.
Yeah, she fits right in.
She fits right in with the girls. And we think that when we're not acknowledging her and talking about her and including her, because like it got to a point where every single time I would come home, I'd open the door and be like, hi everyone, hi Susan. Like we'd acknowledge her, make her part of the girls. When we forget about her and we're like all having fun together, then stuff starts happening, which we think is her trying to be like, guys, I'm still here.
Yeah. Susan
guys,
gets FOMO.
Please include me. She has severe FOMO.
Severe FOMO.
Anyway, should we share one more story about Susan?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one happened to me, but everyone was there. So basically, someone had just had a really hot shower. So obviously all the windows and the mirror was like all foggy. And then I remember there was 3 of us in the bathroom all brushing our teeth, like getting ready to go to like training. Because we all trained like full-time dance. We're all the dancers and performers. So we were all quickly brushing our teeth, getting ready to go off to training. And I remember standing in the bathroom staring at myself in the fogged up mirror and no one had wiped it over yet. It was so foggy. And I was just looking at it. And then I saw these 5 droplets come from the side of the mirror, across the mirror, and then down the mirror. And it was in the shape of like a hand, of like 5 fingertips. And I remember looking at it going, oh no, it's just like water droplets. Like, Emma, Cleo, the condensation.
Bathroom's free.
The bathroom's free. Yeah, I thought it was just the condensation. But if it was the condensation, it would have dropped from the top all the way down to the bottom. It literally came from the side of the mirror, across to the center of the mirror, rotated down, and then went all the way down the mirror.
Yeah,
and it was in the shape of, I put my hand up to it and it was fingertips. Anyway, so I freaked out and I was like, oh my God, you guys all see that? You guys all see that? No one else saw the droplets happen, but
you could see like
you could see the 5 fingertip marks on the mirror going down. And so that's probably the scariest Susan thing that's happened to me.
Oh God. Anyway, we'll keep you updated. We have like saged the house a couple of times.
Yeah, and we do have a lot of other stories about Susan, but we just thought we'd just share a few of those, and then if anything happens over the next few weeks, months, whatever,
we'll let you know.
Whenever it happens, we'll let you know. We'll update you on the Susan saga.
Yeah,
because it is like pretty scary. And lots of people don't believe us when we tell them. And we used to not believe it. We used to just push it off to the side and be like,
yeah, it was like a running joke for a while.
Yeah, no, it can't be that. Remember the lights?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're like, it's the electricity. It's the fuse. No, it was Susan.
Yeah. It's like, I'll touch on it briefly, but like we had issues with our lights and an electrician came and literally was like, no, like there's nothing wrong. Like all the wiring's fine. Everything's fine. Like,
but all the lights had blown and stuff.
Yeah, but like there was, anyway, whatever. I don't know anything about that, so like maybe.
Electricity?
No.
Neither.
Speaking of shit we don't understand. Oh, that was a good one.
That was segues. Wow.
So on today's Shit We Don't Understand, I want to preface this by saying that I went to like Catholic schools my entire life. So I had no sex education, like none of that. Like I think I know how a period works. I think. It's bad.
Right.
Anyway, my mum will be watching this like, but I gave her a book. I didn't read the book, Mum. I'm sorry, I didn't.
I didn't read the book.
So I have no idea. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about when a woman gets her tubes tied. Like you don't want any more babies. Game over, Red Rover. You get your tubes tied. Where do the eggs go?
Yeah.
Like, if your tubes are tied. See, okay, so here's the other issue. I don't even totally understand. Like, I didn't even know you could get your tubes tied until like a year ago. So, like, I don't even really understand the concept.
So, basically, like, the way it kind of works is that, like, there's an egg in the ovaries and, like, once a month, the egg, like, travels down the tubes.
I know that bit.
Yeah, I know. I'm just explaining to people that don't know. It goes down the tubes and into, like, your uterus. And then, like, if it's not fertilized, then, like, you have your period, pretty much.
Yeah.
So there's always a constant flow of the eggs every month. So the question is, where does the egg go if the tube has been cut and tied?
Right.
Yeah. So you've got 3 guesses.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on. I think I actually completely misunderstood this. So if you get your tubes tied, do you still get your period? Or you don't know?
Oh, I do know the answer.
Oh, is that to do with it? So I can't. Okay,
Yeah.
so right, because originally I was like, but like the egg doesn't chase the sperm, so why is it moving? Why doesn't it just stay where it is? But I think we're talking about something different here. So, okay, guess number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do the eggs just like travel down the tube, hit a roadblock, and go, oh, boys, road's closed, turn around, let's go home, and then it's just like a perpetual like
back
cycle.
into the ovaries.
Yeah, and then they just come back down for like a little walk, and then they go like just constant.
Right. That's a great guess, but no, that's not correct.
Okay. Guess number 2. Okay, I know the body, like the human body, is really like adaptable, right? So maybe but then this is kind of like, this is why I had that question. Maybe you get your tubes tied and your body just like knows and is like, no, we can't go down there, boys. And so like
so there's just like the egg just doesn't go down there anymore.
It just like hangs out in the ovaries for the rest.
I mean, like, technically speaking, no, that's not correct.
Okay. Third guess. Do they just disappear? Do they just like eat themselves and then it's all over? I have no idea. I'm not trying to be funny. I have no idea.
They eat themselves is obviously incorrect, but keep going with the disappear thought.
Okay, so maybe the adaptability thing is like kind of, so you get your tubes tied and your body's like, oh, road's closed. Maybe, hey, hold on.
Road work ahead. I sure hope it does.
And then maybe the eggs just like, or like your body knows that like that's not working anymore. So do they just all like disappear?
Do you want me to tell you?
Or do you just get one massive, like early menopause, you just get one massive period and they all come out at once? Maybe.
Could you imagine?
Maybe.
Niagara Falls.
All right, do you want
me to tell you?
Tell me, please.
So I don't have the exact definition in front of me, but from the top of my head and from what I understand is that like your body is very like miraculous in the way it works. But basically you will still like dispense an egg every month, but the egg is like a microscopic cell. And once it hits the roadblock, it'll just like disintegrate.
Wow.
Because it's not traveling. So your
you
body
don't get a period?
No. So basically it's like early menopause.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So tying your tubes would like trigger you into menopause.
Right. So hey, I wasn't that far
You
off.
were on the right track. When I read it, I was like, oh, obviously. Because I was thinking the egg then yeets over to the bladder and you pee it out or something.
Or it's just like a blockage, like they all just get like caught at the bottom.
It's just bloated. Yeah. But no, so basically the cell just disintegrates.
Right.
Because if you think about it, it is literally microscopic.
Yeah. Right. See, the more you know. Tell you what, like I knew nothing when I graduated high school. I've learned everything from my friends. Anyway, and with that, we're moving on.
We are moving on to
the question of the podcast.
Question of the podcast.
Question. What is it today?
If someone had a gun to your head and that someone said, sing a whole song from start to finish and you will live, what's that song you're picking?
Wow.
So if you mess up that song,
yeah, dead.
Out.
All over Red Rover.
Yeah.
You start. Let me have a think.
Me?
Yeah.
Lose Yourself. Eminem.
Oh, I'm bloody high. Hey, I was gonna say maybe Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Actually,
what do you mean?
Oh, okay. No, I'm still going with Lose Yourself.
So like even if you mess up, at least you put on a good show, you know?
That's exactly right. But I feel like he'd just join in. Like everyone knows Lose Yourself.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe that's how you do it. You
My
just trick him into
13-year-old
having a good
self is
time.
like
I'm like bangering.
bass player.
No, I would sing like that tequila song. Tequila.
I'd sing Barbra Streisand.
Well, do you have to do the music, like the instruments too?
Barbra Streisand. Wee wee. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Thank
okay.
You. I do. I need a bad bleed.
Addison Rae.
Nah, I'm sticking with Lose Yourself.
That is, you're brave. You want to die. That's what's going on here.
Hit the nail on the head.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to stick with, I think the tequila one's funny. I'm going with that. I'll practice in case that ever comes up. Tequila.
Tequila.
Very good. Well, I think that
just about sums up the podcast this week.
I think so. Well done. Episode 2.
Well done.
You can say well done to me too if you want.
Congrats.
Thank you.
No worries.
Just waiting for that. Yeah, episode number 2.
Woo! All right, so we are
Fantastic.
actually we're up on YouTube now. The video format will be on YouTube.
Yeah, and we're also available now on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and I think there's a couple of others.
Yeah,
as well.
a whole bunch more, which will all be linked below. Also linked below will be our TikTok,
yes,
and our Instagrams, and be sure to send us a DM on Instagram. Any topics or stories or questions or anything you want us to talk about.
Yeah, please. Go follow the Spotify, Google Podcasts. Go
Please and
please
thank
give us a
you.
good rating
And give
all
us
that
a
business.
thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Or a thumbs down. No, don't encourage that.
No, okay,
One
cool.
thumbs down was okay, but if we start getting lots, I might cry myself to sleep. So,
All right, and then also we'd love it if you could subscribe to this YouTube channel
yes.
as well. So we love you all.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for listening, and we look forward to doing it again next week.
Yeah. See you next
Woo,
week.
see
Bye.
ya.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Welcome to my up home. I'm Lil Shorty, these my hoes. This is how we run this shit. Piss Olympics, let's go.